Imagine a gaming console that defies all expectations, a device that promises to redefine the very essence of portable gaming. Yes, we're talking about none other than the enigmatic Nintendo Switch 2. As whispers of the Nintendo Switch 2 echo through the gaming community, minds are buzzing with questions. Will it sport more power under the hood? A sleeker design? A mesmerizing array of new features that could potentially reshape the way we experience virtual worlds? In this gripping video, we'll delve deep into the realm of speculation and leaks, separating fact from fiction, to bring you a comprehensive preview of what might just be the next pinnacle of gaming evolution. The first-generation Nintendo Switch portable gaming system was the company's savior in 2017. After the Wii U underperformed expectations and the 3DS started to seem dated, it rescued the firm. The Wii U gamepad, which was years ahead of its time and offered the ability to stream games from the console to the portable display, was probably the Switch's primary inspiration. The Switch will sell an astounding 130 million copies globally by 2023, strong attach rates in games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Animal Crossing. New Horizons have boosted Switch sales. What is Nintendo working on in its lab? According to media reports, the company is working on a Switch 2 successor to the original Switch. When it is launched, the Switch 2 might be one of the most potent portable gaming systems thanks to advancements across the board, and undoubtedly a new Mario game. We would tentatively propose a second-generation Switch might appear over the next 12 months since two recent reports have surfaced hinting at and teasing its existence. It's reportedly scheduled to be launched around the same time as the PS5 Pro. Nintendo's president, Shuntaro Furukawa, said during the company's annual financial report that there are no plans to release new hardware during the next fiscal year, contrary to our initial expectations that it would happen in 2023. This indicates that the Switch 2 won't be available until after March 2024. A report from Chinese investment site Money DJ, which discussed the production outlook at Hongzhen, a producer of metal cases and a subsidiary of Han High Technology Group, gave some credence to a release in the first quarter of 2024. Money Jade expected the company to profit from the release of the Switch 2, likely by producing parts for the console. The same website then claimed that information from CMOS sensor suppliers indicated that a new Japanese game console is scheduled to debut in early 2024. That, in our opinion, is a reference to the Nintendo Switch 2. However, individuals with knowledge of Nintendo's next-gen console plans via VGC claim Nintendo is aiming for a release date in the second half of next year. The bulk of rumors indicate that a launch in 2024 is being planned. The Nintendo Switch OLED costs $349 or $539. Therefore, if we had to estimate, we'd assume the price of a new Switch would be around that range, particularly if it does really have an OLED screen. However, a new leak from a source with a shaky record of providing reliable information indicates that the Nintendo Switch 2 will cost $399. That costs $50 more than the Switch OLED, but it also makes sense given how hardware costs are now increasing. We may anticipate Nintendo continuing to use an NVIDIA system on a chip, most likely an updated version of the Tegra X1 processor used in the present Switch. Given the popularity and functionality of the Switch, we wouldn't be shocked if Nintendo also received a unique chipset from NVIDIA. However, thanks to AMD's developments as shown by the Valve Stream Deck, Team Red may have a remote possibility of supplying the chips for the next-generation Switch. NVIDIA would still be our choice, however. In fact, we think the Nintendo Switch 2 will unquestionably use an NVIDIA chip following a confusing report that suggested a Tegra processor based on Samsung's 5nm manufacturing node, which the information source later denied. Calculating potential power or clock speeds would be challenging. However, we'd like to think Nintendo will be able to access enough CPU and GPU power to provide a next-generation gaming experience. There have been rumors of a coprocessor chip that may be installed in the dock of a Switch 2 or the once-promised Nintendo Switch. When docked and connected to a 4K TV, this additional chip will be utilized to increase the console's power and visual output. A feature like that would be fantastic, but there are no longer any rumors about it. An increase from the 32GB and 64GB of the original Switch and Switch OLED, respectively, to 512GB of onboard storage has been speculated. On the display side, the Switch 2 will likely have an OLED screen similar to the Switch OLED. However, an increase in refresh rates, such as going from a 60Hz to a 120Hz display, as seen in the top phones, would potentially be beneficial. Although there are no rumors to back this up, we are crossing our fingers. Sharp, the company that creates the Switch's existing panels, has said that it is developing a new LCD panel for a new gaming console, possibly the Switch 2. If so, it would be disappointing since the Switch 2 might have an older screen than the Switch OLED. It's possible that Sharp is talking to another console that hasn't yet been shown. But we're a bit worried that the Switch 2 may not come standard with OLED screens. A new rumor will that the Switch 2 may debut with an LCD display to save manufacturing costs has further heightened our concerns. And a fresh leak from informant NetEtherHate fuels speculation that the Nintendo Switch 2 would use an LCD screen. There aren't many indications regarding the features of the Nintendo Switch 2, but we can make some informed guesses. If the Switch 2 maintains the Switch's control layout, we want to see the Joy-Cons enhanced so they are less susceptible to stick wandering and feature analog triggers for more accurate control in games like racing simulations. If Nintendo does truly adhere to the Switch's fundamental design, some ergonomic improvements would also be welcomed with the Switch 2. Additionally, we want to see a longer battery life, as the Switch usually runs out of power after a few hours of playing games like Breath of the Wild. It would undoubtedly be more useful as a gaming machine on occasions like lengthy international flights if it had a larger battery. For the Nintendo Switch 2, we'd also like to see enhanced Wi-Fi connectivity. Better Wi-Fi may not be the first improvement that comes to mind, but it may make a significant difference when it comes to things like game streaming or even downloading games quickly. For the Nintendo Switch 2, thus far just a new Mario game has been predicted. Additionally, it seems to be built using the reputable Unreal 4 engine. Other significant first-party titles like a new Zelda game are anticipated for the Switch 2, and perhaps a new Mario Kart game. However, at the time of writing, any further games are merely figments of people's imaginations. Given the demand for such features on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, backwards compatibility is one feature we really hope to see on the Nintendo Switch 2. Hopefully, running older Switch games on newer hardware will result in a performance boost and improved visual fidelity. A recent report that backwards compatibility for Switch games may not occur on the Switch 2 is really unsettling. If Nintendo doesn't depend on its more known and older game catalog, it would be a little disappointing and would need Nintendo to have a fantastic launch selection for a next-generation Switch. Additionally, we have argued that the Switch Joy-Cons must be included in backwards compatibility. Backup Joy-Cons may be a pricey add-on for the present Switch, so it could be sad if they are deemed useless with the Switch 2. Additionally, we would anticipate that other Switch peripherals already available, such as the Ring Fit Adventure and external controllers, will also work with the Switch 2. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay tuned for all the latest updates, news, and reviews about the gaming universe. Until next time, keep your controllers charged and your senses sharp, because the world of gaming is ever evolving, and who knows what other surprises await on the horizon. Stay gaming, stay excited, and stay connected.